Yo, yo, where's my yo, you doing? Yo, yo, how are we all? We all good? You're in. I've been eyeing this, but I was waiting for a bit of better entry. I was going to wait for it to come up a little bit more, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. This is what we're in now. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen sales. See what happens. How are you all? Hope you're all good. Perfect. What's on, Shivu? Thought I'd take a punt at the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen short. I like this. I know there is a gap, but I do genuinely like it. I've been thinking about it all morning, and I was hoping it was going to wait till now, live time. So it could potentially be like a rally base rally in the 4 hour. Hopefully not. Like that is a really unsustainable gap. That needs to be filled. Yeah, man. Had a busy weekend. I'm aching so bad. Um, Gold's gone in it. Like, just look at gold. It's ridiculous. Had to jump up again. Like, this is just, yeah, I would not try call tops on this thing, guys. I wouldn't. want crude oil to continue dropping down here. Like that. What pen? Again? NJ. Well, sort of now, really. I was sort of thinking of shorting now, like, but let's look on the daily. Sort of a nice pull, like drop, pullback, continuation. See what I mean? Like, drop, pull back, drop. That's visually what I'm seeing. Um, that's what I like. We're sort of we need to be pulling back now. To be in all honesty, for this to fill the gap. Looks like it wants to just keep going up. I'll see how I'll see how the next 15-minute candle plays out. We'll see what that sort of does. Nice to see rejections now. I'm going to enter a position now on NJ. I'm in NJ shorts now. Yeah, I'll have a look. What? I put a random playlist on. I have no control over this. We're still in consolidation on the US dollar, Shivu. We're still in consolidation. We need for the US dollar to start doing anything. We need to break down below these lows to fill this gap here, to then see what the price action is around this area here, basically. So the key area to keep monitored for the US dollar is this. That's the key area at the moment. Obviously, we could just break this demand and go down into lower demand, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, yeah, that gap needs filling before we do anything really. There's a little gap on the Swiss franc at the top there, yeah, which looks to be on the way to getting filled. Hopefully, there's nothing that we. This is like basically a type stop loss on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen trade price, a type stop loss because we're at a bit of a key point really. Like I'll go back onto the 4 hour. We're at a bit of a key point really within this like trade. Um, um, let me show you. Yeah, right. I'll just show you from here. Right, okay. So obviously drop, pull back, drop, pull back, drop, pull back, drop. and so on and so forth. So we're in a sticky wicket here because we're trying to break the highs here to the left, which then would sort of, yeah, on the 4 hour sort of looks like on the 4 hour it looks like it wants to create new 4 hour the uptrend. But I'll get rid of this line and then we go back onto the daily time frame. So now we're on the daily. It's a different picture again. And the fact that we've gapped up, that's the only reason that we're probably breaking these highs anyway. So without this gap, we wouldn't be breaking these highs yet, realistically speaking. But what I'm seeing on like the daily is this. So that basically like a pullback on the daily downtrend. That's what I'm seeing visually. But the 4 hour confuses that a little bit. But you know, it's it's one of them trades, guys, where you got to be in it to win it, sort of thing. You got to be in it to win it. Like, yeah, it's a pretty sensible trade. It's not out of the ordinary. Yeah, we've broken supply to the left here pretty much, but we look over again and we go on to the 4 hour. Yeah, so this zone is broken. So we're not really reacting on off of anything as such yet. Daily, no, we're not really reacting off anything. What we're doing, we're just basically calling this as a daily pullback for the continuation of the downtrend. Yeah, yeah, Bitcoin, some little look. Similar to how I just drew New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. Like, yeah, it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been a bit of a tricky one. Yeah, similar to New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. This could be a pullback for the high time frame downward trend, or this could have been the pullback for another continuation. From a weekly perspective, pullback here, up, pullback, up, pullback. Yeah, I think Bitcoin's going to continue going higher. Looking at all the other variables, Bitcoin continue pushing. Bitcoin continue pushing for the rest of the day. It's trying to break the highs anyway. Okay. Coco's running, isn't it? I think. Mm, yeah, Coco. See, this is what I was saying on my small account why I didn't want to take a one lot position on where the price was. Every trade's different. Every trade could be a losing trade. You just got to try and put yourself on the right side of the market, guys. And at the moment, it looks to me that Coco wants to continue trending down. It's filled the gap. We are in demand on Coco from a high time frame perspective. Yeah, we're in daily demand, probably weekly demand as well. Yeah, so the demand that we are in on Coco, guys, fear not, it is very, very strong demand. That was like, oh, this is a little bit too. This is yeah. How do I sort this music out? What is this going on here? Go away. There we go. Yeah. Where was I? Interrupting my cooking. Yeah. Just be careful with Coco. Like what I'm explaining is we are in big, big daily demand, but we could go sort of like down to here before we decide to sell. So, you know, in hindsight, hindsight's a wonderful thing. You just wait for your entries down here basically. What you want to do is just see what the price action is when we get around these levels. So I'll highlight it and then we'll just see what the price action is around here. See you stop loss workouts, which would be safe. So yeah, that's that. So, okay. it's nice to see that you fill the gap. Like a lot of gap fills are similar to this, like a wicked and then pull away, not filling down. So, and what's interesting is like people showed me a cocoa chart on Trade Station, and it's exactly the same as Trading View. Like Trading View is getting there or thereabouts now in terms of the raw action data for the futures. Trade stations, you've got a paid subscriptions to get the raw data. You've got because it's over in America, it's not very easy to send the money. It's a bit of a nightmare to be honest. It's not the case of just put your bank details and send the money over. It takes flipping ages. Go around the multi bush a lot of time. Yeah. US dollar Swiss franc. I mean, yeah, I was sort of looking at this myself, to be honest. Um, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, that's a British pound Swiss franc. Yeah, yeah, sound. Yeah, yeah. To be honest, I mean, I can see what you're all looking at. I can see that you're all singing from the same hymn sheet, which is good. It's a good looking trade, to be quite honest with you. Like genuinely, try and get some refinements off the man. So like this big line here is probably daily or weekly demand from some time ago. No, this was daily then. Yeah, that's what this is. The top one's daily. Bit of a funky bit of demand, but yeah. So the top one that we're basically coming into now on the Swiss franc, US dollar Swiss franc is daily, covered by the weekly. So level on top of level once we finally get back over it. Come on, mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just coming back into it. Let's get on the 4 hour with final entry. I will get rid of that line. We all know we're coming into daily. Get rid of that. So then that level, this level, which we're already in. All right, happy days. I'm guessing this is the level a lot of you spotted in net on 4 hour. Rough. Yeah. No, I don't. I don't trade with a prop firm. I try to stay away from prop firms, to be honest. I've read too many stories, seen too many things happen to profitable traders that rules. Yeah. Some people like I. I would never not trade a prop firm again. I traded for FTMO for quite some time, and I enjoyed trading for FTMO. Like FTMO spot on. I've never, well, FTMO's all I've really traded with on prop firm, actually, in all honesty. But yeah, I've never had any issues. The only thing, now I've done it a few times, the only thing I've got a problem with is like you've got to get 10% the first challenge and 5% the second challenge. Like you've got to catch some pretty decent moves to be getting that sort of percentage within a week or so, 2 weeks to then get your live account. Like it usually takes between 2, 3 weeks to a month to get your money. And then like the moves are all gone and it's just really frustrating. And then when you get the account, you're excited. So then you just want to jump in on anything. Yeah, it's good though. Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, I mean, I've got nothing, guys. I've got nothing against US dollar Swiss franc longs. To be honest, like good trade idea. To be honest, and like if you're sensible with your entries, and you're sensible with your stop losses, then you've got a second chance at the well, just below it. You know what I mean? Like this sort of scenario, that scenario, let stop loss below the demand, and then if that fails, if all else fails, then you just got your next one down there. Yeah. Um, Years ago, I used to be, not so much now. Not so much now. Like I just prefer, I don't know. I like stocks. I love my stocks. Like I could get into crypto and trade crypto, like trade crypto, like I trade forex, you can scalp it and stuff like that. But prefer not to. Should we see how the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen is getting? Because I'm in this trade on that boom. This could be a very nice, um, yeah, a very nice account holder. This trade, if this trade comes off, this could be a good one for sure. And literally, my stop loss is probably, hang on, where is it on it? On my thingy. My stop loss is, yeah, literally, yeah, it's not far. I'm using the profits that I made on Friday as the risk of this trade. So hopefully, fingers and toes. I do like the DAX stocks. I'm Let me point something out on the DAX to you all, which I've noticed all morning. Obviously, so the market opened last night, and I've got pending orders on the DAX all down here. I've got pending buy order here, pending buy order here, and pending buy order down here, all on the DAX. Um, and then since market opened last night, it's just gone for it. But let me just point something out. There's a gap here, needs to be filled, and there's a gap here, needs to be filled. So as long as you're patient, highlight there and there. That's kind of a little gap. Not much to be banging your gums about, but it's a little bit of a gap. But yeah, so be patient with that, guys. It will come back down. It will come back. Would like the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen to come down. I mean, what's caused? Be interested to see what caused this gap in the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. Something happened in Japan overnight. That's usually what happens. Something happened. And it happened down. Let me have a look. Oh, that's what it was. Japanese Prime Minister's resigned. That's what it is. The Japanese Prime Minister has resigned. For what reason? He has resigned. He's resigned over a fallout from a disastrous election. So yeah, might have been a bit of an easy beaver getting in these shorts and in this gap. But let's see, let's see. To be fair, it's already been driving. he's been pushing up there already quite a bit. So this gap definitely does need to be filled. That is just and I'm surprised it hasn't been filled yet because I did notice a few FX players open the gap last night, and a lot of them have been filled already. The news of the resigning obviously isn't going to help the situation. But there we go. You guys in any trades or anything? Guys, I'll be back in a second. I'll deliver it. Yo, back. Euro JPY. Oh yeah, yeah, nice. I mean, it hasn't broke that supply at the top, to be honest. It hasn't. If I put the line directly there, it's sort of in it. So yeah, to be fair, nice short idea. We've still got a gap to fill. See if we get a little bit of push far up there and then a drop. Like this sort of scenario potentially. Like that. Or even where it's 2 nows, not bad shout. Hour supply, hour supply, in 4 hours supply, probably daily. Mm, yeah, hang on. Was we not up all time highs on this? Yeah, from last year. Yeah, the short's not a bad shout. The short trade is not a bad shout, to be honest with you. And I wish this would start dropping a bit now. Nice. I'm down to 510 pound at the moment with this trade running. Be nice for it to turn a little bit. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, but gold's just going to keep going. I said Friday, I said this would be the next big shot back. There it is. It's going to take some stopping now, gold. Like I know hedge funds have been, well, they've been getting positions short in gold for ages. I can't imagine they still are, surely. Like, because even then, margin calls. Yeah, I'm short New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, I am. I am indeed down to like 512. This is like well, it's not make or break, obviously, but in terms of price action, where we are with the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen from like a price perspective, where we are in the price area, it's quite key now. If we don't start rejecting this area where we are to fill the gap, then I can't imagine we're gonna turn around now. We'll probably keep going, but we're getting a bit of rejection. I say that. There we go. It's come back up. Yeah, yeah. So we'll just see what happens. Just see what happens. It's like a complete counter trend, really. This trade. Hang on. How's the new 4 hour candle open? Is it new? Oh, it's winter. It's winter times now, isn't it? Ah, yeah, it's winter time, so it's an hour back. That's confusing. Well, that's all right. We've created the top wick on the new 4 hourly candle now. 4 hour candle that is literally just open. So hopefully this is the 4 hourly top wick creation now. Now we should get the drop. It's a very big gap to fill. That's spinning me out. Yeah, no, Shivy, you're right. you are right. Like the higher the time frame is obviously is the most accurate. Higher time frame, weekly, daily, 12 hour, 8 hour demand and supply zones are the most accurate. Monthly as well, obviously. Like I only talk about the hourly supply and demand, 15-minute supply and demand for like entries. None of that is a given. Like gold was a good example on Friday when I spoke about it. I said these are only hourly supply and demand levels at all-time highs on gold, guys. Like they're nowhere near as accurate as the dailies, the weeklies, and the 6 hourlies. Just think, like the lower time frames print the higher time frames, don't they? So you've got to have, yeah, the higher the time frame, the better. I just use lower time frames to pinpoint entries because, like, the exact supply and demand strategy that I was taught is basically you look to get the these levels here. Let me show you. So, like, you got this top line, yeah, and you got this bottom line. So that's your proximal level, that's your distal level. So your proximal level is the top of the range, the distal level is the bottom of the range. But you basically what you're taught is price comes down to the proximal, which is the top line, and then pull away. Yeah. But so that is how I did used to use supply and demand, and then I sort of started to look into it a bit more, and then I was getting down onto the lower time frames and seeing how price actually was working. And then I was then thinking, well, hang on, I could probably get some better entries, some better entries if I drill down into lower time frames and look at supply and demand as well. And that's what I do, basically. But yeah, supply and demand is the one. I know people trade Elliott Wave, they trade Fibonacci retracements, they trade support resistance, breakout strategies, ICT, liquidity. Like it's just whatever suits you as a person, whatever suits you as a trader. Just naked chart, Jimmy. Look, I haven't even got the indicators. Well, I have, but it's invite only, but I can't open them. I'll show you. Um, invite only. Online. So these are all my online trading campus indicators, but because I don't want to pay for them, I don't. I'm not allowed to use them. I don't use them. True seasonality, valuation. Yeah, I don't. I get on fine without the indicators. Like the indicators are very good. The indicators are very good, but I don't want to pay monthly for them. Basically, if I can trade without them and achieve the same results without the indicators, then why do I need to pay a monthly fee for something that I can do without? That's just the way I look at it. And I feel like it's pretty cool being able to just read the naked chart as well. Like I just yeah, I I remember when I first started trading, guys. Right, let me just go on a pair. When I first started trading, I was trading the sort of candles I used to. This is what my chart used to be like. Let's just go on a pair that was not got marked. Um, British pound, um, krone, um, British British pound, Kazakhstani pence, whatever the hell that is. So, for argument's sake, this is obviously a normal chart with normal candlesticks. I used to use these things for Fibonacci candles, which are where the Fibonacci candles do. Like that, Fibonacci. There you go. Yeah, I used to use these candles. What a mess. Um, I've been active in the charts, actively trading, learning by a lot of mistakes for like over 6 years now. And like honestly, guys, it's a personal journey. Yeah, exactly, Lumian, exactly what you just said. Like trading is a personal journey, guys. Like everyone will be profitable in their own time. There's no magic wand. There's no, click your fingers and all of a sudden you start being profitable. You've just got to keep working hard at it, basically. Yeah. So that's that, guys. We're starting to get some downward movement now on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen, guys, which is good to see. Hopefully now this is the start of the downward move. Nice. But yeah, so like I'll tell you a funny story, and I didn't fall for it. I used to think it was the OP. Like so, like when I was really green back at the start of my forex journey, I went in. I was in this signals group, and they taught strategies. Right? They did teach strategies, but one of them was the Luke Skywalker strategy, and it was basically with them high Kanashi candles. You would have MACD crossovers. You would have Bollinger Bands. You would have EMAs, and it would be basically be like, yeah, once we cross over this 250 EMA and get into the MACD down there, and high cash is now starting to go green, you would already be in a mood. You would you would be in full swing move mode. For instance, like how can I explain it as an example? Naked chart, right? Picture this bit here. Forget about the gap. Just picture this bit here. Okay. What the strategy would be is your buy entries would be up here. You'll be entering your buy positions now because by the time the price is got from the bottom of here all the way up to here, you've had your MACD crossed over, your Bollinger Bands all lining up, your 250 year EMA is getting respected, the price is hitting the magical EMA line and then we're tracing off of it. Oh yeah, we're on the right side of the market. So then we'd all be buy, and then the price would just go against you. So then that strat, yeah. So I've learned loads of strategies. Like I've probably learned about 30 different strategies. Like literally wrote essays about 30 different strategies. And then what I do now, I just incorporate 30 different strategies basically into one with my supply and demand. And that's how I see the market. I see the market from so many different perspectives. And that's what I do, pretty much. And then like for instance, you can see when a big economical impact is on the horizon as well. That's why I think something big's coming in terms of how the US dollar is reacting at the moment. The US dollar is just not doing nothing. It like I said on my outlet last week, literally FOMC, CPI, NFP, core PPI, all that jazz is not budged the US dollar, has it? Not really. It's not moved it at all. When usually one of them news announcements alone just absolutely destroys the market. So I think something big's on the horizon. Don't know what though. Yeah, there is a lot of news on Thursday though, isn't there? Just bear that in mind. There is a lot of news Thursday. I'll keep on top. We need this 15-minute candle to start rejecting down a bit, which needs to happen sooner rather than later. Any of you guys in any trades? Any anybody in gold or anything like that? Gold guys? No. Yeah, good chat. Yeah. NQ what? NQ futures or just NQ Nasdaq in general? Ah, right, right, yeah. So you obviously got in your entries there, and now price is basically retraced 50%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a bit annoying. And again, like that's a prime example. And guys, that was another reason why I pulled my profit out on Euro USD on um, on Friday. Yes, I know everyone says set and forget, get live. I know that phrase, and yeah, but then trades rarely play out. I'll be honest, they rarely play out. You've um, you know, they do play out, but they don't hit zones and just go, and then you can just not look at it, and then in 3 weeks time, it will take a lot of these moves at the moment, or quite frequently, they have been retracing a lot of the moves, and especially if you put stop loss. Like, remember weeks ago, I caught all them US 30 shorts a few weeks back from that really high wick. Like, in the back of my mind, I knew season actually bearish. In the back of my mind, I knew everyone was saying the shorts for the remainder of the month going into September, blah, 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 blah. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm not going to put my stop loss to break even because everything is just pointing bearish. And I was not the only one just thinking it. And then for it to do what it done, it was really frustrating because I thought to myself, if I just pull my profit out like I did on Euro USD Friday, that's why I've done it on Euro USD. I've been stung too many times, so I just rather back the profit and then wait for re-entry. Because 9 times out of 10, when we get a trigger entry, it will pull away from us, but then we will have some form of pullback with up into that zone at some stage anyway. So just bear that in mind. Yeah. Euro. So at first glance, Andreas, sorry. At first glance, we're in a key area of the movement. This area that we are in is very key, and it has been since 2000. Well, since forever, forever. So this is basically where prices at the moment is a major supply. There's supply and demand within supply and demand, and we're in we're in a key area. We're in a key area because we're either from here now we're either going to go that way or we're basically going to go back. So then the question is, how do we time it? And what position of like what's my personal bias. Let's have a look. There is supply here. So it's got supply up quite a lot further up, guys. This is probably 4 hour supply. This be 4 hour supply here. You've got demand. There's your demand. So yeah, no man's land scenario. Really are. Yeah, that's yeah, no man's land scenario for like some from like swing trading perspective. I mean, what I would be looking for would be something like this. Looking at the price action, we're sort of not going higher. We're topping there, topping there. So wait for a nice dwindle down into this 4 hour demand, daily demand. Oh yeah, shit. Forgot we are on the day. We are on the daily, so this might take a while to get down to it. Yeah, there is 4 hour demand, but you're going to have to be hot on your discipline, basically. Do you want me to mark the 4 hour demand as well? Andrea, are you in my group on Discord, Andrea? Because I'll screenshot this and I'll put it in my group, all right? Yeah. So there's Euro JBP, guys. Take your pick. There's plenty of demand to choose from. Whatever you feel comfortable with risking and your risk and reward. Let me, there you go. It's in the group. It's in there for you now. Keep you on my toes, you lot, don't you? New Zealand dollar, US dollar, did you say? New Zealand dollar, US dollar. You got that? Yeah, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Shivin. Good shout. Good call. Yeah, that's a good call to be fair, mate. That's what you saw in it. This is what I like. I like that we're all on the same wavelength with what we look for. That's exactly where we need to be. We need to be there, and you all understand, which is good, 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 good. Half one. We need the remainder of this last half an hour to start driving down now for your New Zealand or Japanese yen. Hopefully, the institutions are just putting price up to get their American friends and got better prices. You know what? I've I just remember all the days when I used to be the person on the other side of the YouTube screen watching people live, and I remember them days only too well. And now I'm the person that's doing the live, doing the describing. It's a pretty flipping strange feeling, to be honest. It really is. And I used to think to myself, I still think to myself now, like some of the things that these guys used to waffle on about, we used to think, oh yeah, they really know what they're talking. But then obviously as years go on, the more knowledge I gained, I think that bloke didn't actually have a clue what he was doing. He didn't have a clue about how to trade. He just made it sound like he did. So, and again, this is part of the reason why I started doing my own YouTube lives. I wanted to do my own stuff because to call out all the fake out there, not to call them out, but to basically just, I don't know, not call them out. I don't know, like show the right way. And yeah, basically, like these people, they'll predict a move on a 1 minute time frame that will happen within the next 2 minutes. They'll predict that whilst they're live, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I am god of trading." What? Because you just predicted the next 2 minutes of 2 minute candle gold. You're amazing. All right, okay. Try and predict something a couple of weeks in advance. They won't. And they never show you the trading history either. It's a very cagey thing. Again, this is why I started this account. No, there's not many traders that show their account history, obviously, because they make so much money. Why would they want to show you how much money they make, in all honesty? But then you've got to gain trust in people. So, like, I'll show you all my history. I'll show you it. Even when the account gets ridiculous, I'll still show you. I'll still trade live. I probably might even scout. When I've got, like, when this account's big enough, I'll just scout gold on these sessions. I've got 1 minute time frames or something, potentially. Do like 50 lots, 55 lots on gold. Pranav, yo, yo, how are you? We are selling the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. Well, I am, and anybody else is. I am. Yes, that's what we are doing. We want this 15-minute candle on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen to start breaking these days now, the next half an hour. Like I said, I'm really surprised, guys, that this gap hasn't already been filled. Really. Yeah. Well, not live, but like I'm trading live. I'm going live every day. I'm not really flipping it. I'm trading and just building it. Like the £500 ain't going to be £1,000 by tomorrow. Put it that way. I could do that, but why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I want to build it slow and steady. Show people the right way because I know that's a lot of the reason people will go to profit because they're not well, yeah, I'll be taking trades live when I go live on YouTube, but I'll also be doing it's a series. I'm doing a series, so trade updates. So I'll probably do a video tonight. I'll do an update tonight. Show everyone that I've been using Japanese. Yeah, sure. Show everyone my account history for last week, for this week, and whatnot. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm building it up as a whole series. Yeah, and then I'll think of another challenge and do it. I might do like £100 to 10,000 after this one. Is that better? Yeah, and Lillian, like I wanted to challenge myself because I'm doing these things now. I've got to lead by example and responsibility, and that's what I want to show people as well. Um, and yeah, I am just going to go slow and steady because there's a lot of people. I've got a lot of people following on with this as well. I've had so many messages saying, "Oh, like, yeah, sound that you're doing it. I'm excited. We're going to follow." I've had like 7 people message me saying they're doing it on FTMO challenges to pass their challenges. So it's like, oh, no pressure, Max. No pressure, mate. Yeah, yeah. Cheers, thanks. As well as doing it live and recording it as well. Yeah, it is. But again, it's what it's what I've built for. Do you know what I mean? I've trained for it. I suppose I've been doing this a long time now. Like at some point, you need to be able to do this. And yeah, it's not going to be easy, guys. Let me tell you this. And I am going to be doing withdrawals from it as well because that's one thing I feel like people lack from personal accounts. What's that, Shivu? FX, yeah, FX Alex, Shivu. Don't go getting too wrapped up into that. Don't go getting too wrapped up into that. It's a bit of a story for another day, but yeah, he's been around years. I've been around years, and yeah, yeah, I won't get into it, but just yeah, story for another day. Story for another day. If people think you can flip $100 to £1 million like in a month or two, then yeah, do you know what I mean? Is it realistic? And I always go back to the fact of there's always a very big red flag when you've got people's Instagram profiles full of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and mansions in Dubai and all that. Like, there's a lot of red flags there. Yeah, don't get me wrong. When you are a successful, profitable trader, 2,000 million trillion percent, you have got that lifestyle. Yes, you do have that lifestyle, but why would you want to flaunt it? I can tell you one thing for certain: I would never do that. Like, I, I just would not want to put my private house online for everybody to see. Don't matter how many security cameras, how much security you got. I just don't know. I just don't know. It's just not me. To be honest, I do like my cars. Eh? I do have a. I will be getting a nice fleet of cars. But yeah, I remember, years ago, just being in signal groups as well. There was we used to call them the Miami traders, the Miami gurus. We used to call them, me and a couple of mates back in the day. And they used to sell signals courses, telegraph signals courses for like $200 a month. And they would have 700 members. Crazy. 700 people. And one of the lads blew his account once. And do you know what his excuse? It was a pretty good excuse compared to it, but his excuse was he had 100 grand account. And it was live. It was live. He was trading live. He was showing us. Um, but then he lost the trade on GK. He overrated and then started French trading. About 85 grand. Lost 85 grand basically in like an hour. And he blamed it on getting pulled over by the police and he got taken to the cells and he couldn't get on his phone. So it was a pretty good excuse, to be honest. Yeah, I do remember that. That was about 5 years ago. I also heard there's another horror story where this lad he inherited £400,000. He inherited 400 grand like on a Monday evening, and then by the time Tuesday morning come, he lost the whole 400 grand trading for it. Yeah, that's true story. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So So we are getting pushes to the downside, guys, but we're getting rejections back up, which we don't want to see. We are trying to go down. When we do start breaking, we are going to be going down with some force. Don't know how long we go live for. Lulian, are you still there? We need to sort out doing a gaming stream. When Battlefield comes out, I will be streaming Battlefield. See if I can do it direct from PlayStation. New mix required. That sounds funky. What's this? What the hell is this? Is this some like Amazon rainforest? Here we go. This should be better. This should be better. He says. But it is not loading. Why are you not loading? And New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, why are you not going back down? Annoying. What is no? That's a different bit. Guys, this is something to point out. You see this here? Straight up, straight down. That's money, that is. I know it's only on the 5 minute, but that you know, candle printing is money. That is basically money going up, money going down. So that's usually a good indication if we're in the right sort of area. Some food for thought. I can imagine there's still a lot of uncertainty going on in Japan. That's what's caused the gap on Japanese pay as well. New Zealand Japanese pay, the gap, what caused the gap was Prime Minister of Japan was saying that we actually shouldn't. From what I made of it. So, yeah, interesting guys. Yeah, market is slow. Well, the, I'm still waiting for the DAX as well, mind. That is a good trade for you. I wish that was the first one. Yeah, the gaps, the DAX has filled the first gap, so we want it to come a little bit lower for the re-entry. Just want the gap fill on New Zealand or Japanese yen. Yeah, DAX is nice. Real nice. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no worries, Shivu. Yeah, good point. Yeah, good spot. There's a bit mumbo jumbo in it. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's quite hard to spot, Shivu. I mean, what I mean by it's quite hard to determine is you can obviously take that down to there, which we've nearly tapped, down to there, which we there. It's a difficult one, Shivu, from the daily perspective, but I hear you and I agree with what you're saying, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. It's just fine margins and where we pinpoint. Even if we do close like this on this, it's the first bearish candle we close bearish in the last 4 or 5 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 hours. So we get a bearish close here, the next candle will start getting some bearishness. Manage the trade, guys. I'll manage it. Still minus 20 quid at the moment, so I'm down. My account's down to £542 at the minute, minus 18,542. So happy days. Pranav still here? Is he gone? He's gone. Pranav, you still here? Yo, right, sorry. I like this song. Good, feel good vibe. The only good thing is we're not training up now, are we? We've sort of stopped the upward momentum a little bit. It's trying. It is trying. Um, what trades you guys in? You guys in any trades? Nice, Mike. I love that tune. I could put that tune on again, you know. I'm back down to £530 at the moment. 530 quid. If this goes in our favour, guys, and we get this gap build, this build account will be looking very nice. All on the hour. So the hourly candle, guys, closed how we wanted it to close. It would have been better if we did close down here. Yeah, I completely agree. But closing like this is also good. It means we are in indecision zone. And this could be a new hourly supply zone being created. So let's go. Let's go, go, go. Let's go. This used to be a banger back in its day, this track, guys. I used to remember doing my Timmy Two set for this back in the night. Good times. Good. I first got into trading in 2014, right? 2014, I first got into trading. And yeah, and I wish I stuck with it when I was, yeah, all the years ago, to be honest. But I went out partying, which I had a great time, don't get me wrong. Like, them days, obviously. Mike, I hope this trade works out for us here. It does make sense. We've seen a nice big gap as take profit. We just want some nice rejection now. Are you on a prop firm account trader? Guys, if you want to share the stream, feel free. Get some get some new people involved. Get some new people down involved. Show them what it's all about. All make money together. Yeah, that's the plan. It's the only trouble in it when you start something, you've got to build everything up. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I am going to admit, Mike, this is being stubborn. This trade is being very stubborn. But it's why we love trading. As long as you risk small on it, guys, your emotions shouldn't get involved. That, half the trick is to risk small. If you can put your phone down at night and go sleep, not have to wake up at night to check trades, check phones, then you're on the right path. You are on the right. AV card, yes. Shivu, you are good at spotting trades, taking trades. Yeah, I wait for that level there, Shivu. Oh wow. No, 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 we are not listening to this. No. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on AED CAD. Shivu. Yeah, good spot that, mate. Good, good potential idea that for sure. Come up nice and clean as well. So I can imagine this. We're going to definitely get a good reaction here to the downside. Really good spot that, mate. Good work. Just I wouldn't take any shorts just yet because obviously you still can go up a little bit. That in mind. Yeah, I think we're going to get a big candle. Next candle probably up into there. He's still here, and he's giving out some flipping good trade ideas to the cat. What is this? This is not user friendly music. Here we go. Here we go. Bit of jazz. And the jazz, the tune in the background is an absolute banger as well. Romania do a wicked trance festival, don't they? I think it's called Transylvania. I've always wanted to go. It just looks insane. I'll let you know. I'll come to Romania. Griffin. Sorry. Right. I'm gonna have to go soon. Should be in the morning, maybe. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, no, delivery. Just doing solar surveys in your local area. Oh, it's good for you, mate. Crack on. Don't bother me. We need to start getting some downward pressure on this trade now, guys. For it to wanna look to go down. Price is not doing a lot. Like Lulian said, today's market is slow market today. Mike, are you still here? Let's start getting bearish now. Should we have a little glance at gold? Oh, gold sort of topped, potentially. Nice. That's ridiculous. See, we've got all these zones marked. Like, gold could quite happily not even come back down here. Gold could quite happily just continue doing it. Similar to what we were saying back when we were down these sort of, like we were up around here thinking, yeah, gold's not going to go any further, come back down. And look, we've just not come back down. Not come back down. Like I was trading gold, scalping gold, these levels. I could probably find account history from trading gold at these levels, 1300, 1800. And I used to buy a lot of gold down there. You imagine if I still had all that gold I bought down. Yeah, I need to go. I need to do dad duties as well, guys. Um, guys, I'm going to call it there. Good little session. We had a nice conversation. Few people following along, which is nice to see. Wicked, guys. Wicked. Have a good one, and I shall speak to you soon. Cheers.